tone. So in the last video we had a look at website fundamentals and converting an otherwise passive visitor into something of real use to your business. We also had a look at social media and how you can maximise your output on there. Third bit really is lead generation. So businesses right now that understand that leads are the lifeblood of their business are really succeeding. Leads being inbound inquiries and such. But in order to get somebody to being a lead, you need to first nurture them through a process. So everybody who sells products has a buying funnel. So generally these are people, if you even got a brick and mortar business, people that are coming in from the street, not really knowing what they want, they're at the top of the buying funnel, they're in the information gathering phase, till such time as they get down to the bottom where they're a customer. Now, there's different messages and different content that we just use automatically if you're in a face-to-face situation, but online, you need to try and replicate that. So we've got a really simple process. It's a little bit of resource, and you're going to need to invest a little bit of time in understanding exactly how to make this work for your own business. But here are the basic fundamentals, 5 things that you can do right now. So the first thing really is understanding who your customers are. So you need to get good at understanding who your buyer personas are. So this is the actual demographics of your target audience. So the way that you find out is by looking at the people that have bought from you in the past. Are they mid-50s, late 50s? Are they man, woman? All sorts of other demographics like that. And then more importantly, where they would hang out online and what types of content you feel they might absorb well. So if we'll have an example here. If you're selling financial services to mid to late 50s men considering retirement, then what you need to do, that's the first step. So the second step is build something that's going to be of interest to them, a piece of content that they can download in return for giving you their information. And this is great top of the funnel stuff because people right now, people at that point don't really know what they want. So if you can offer them a report, given that you know their age, you know what types of content they're going to consume well online, that talks about 10 things you can do to retire early, and produce that as a nice PDF that they can download in return for an email address and the name. So you got that report. So that's the second thing. Build a piece of content that they will like. So the third thing then is you need to adapt your website to maximize the chances of that person going ahead and downloading that. So here's your navigation, here's your logo. It might be a tab up here, something. Drawing their attention to the fact that given that they've been researched well, and given that you feel as though they might consume this quite well, and you can push this out to social and things like that, but once they're on your website, then you want them to click here really. You know, the stats out there that suggest that 1% is a good conversion rate for a website, and we think that's really low. And doing something, so 1% being somebody that actually takes the time to go to a contact page and fill in a form, which is loads and loads of friction, and they're not quite ready. If you don't know what you want, and you're probably in this kind of stage of the funnel, and that isn't available, then it's going to be a 1% turnaround. But if that is available, and you're pushing that with key calls to action on the site, then you might up that to 10, 15%, which is great, really. So the third thing is to adapt your site so that people can actually see this and download this. And if you're producing content on a regular basis, so that it's in your blog, then push it everywhere. Make sure that everybody that comes onto your site that's in your buyer persona can see this. So the fourth thing is that you need to follow up with these people. So we're assuming now that once they've hit your site, you're doing a good job of, and looking at the first video in the series, doing a good job of converting them into something useful. That useful thing might be their name and email address. So over time, you want to build a series of emails, so maybe 10 or sometimes even 15, that over a period of say 2-3 weeks, start to teach them about the services that you offer in a subtle way and push them down the buying funnel until such time as after that 2-3 week period, they think, yeah, these are the guys I want, and actually I want this, I want the service that you're offering. And that's very powerful. So rather than having this person, this buyer persona, go away and find the information from various different sources and nurture themselves over time to such time as they say, okay, I actually want to go with this service and go with a local provider or somebody other than you. You need to take control of that really and nurture them down that funnel yourself. So you want to create a series of emails that get gradually further into the buy mode. And that's taking them down the funnel. But the fourth thing, and the fifth thing, sorry, and this is the most important thing. The fifth thing is that you need to have in place a system which will enable you to do all this on autopilot. So if you've got 10, 15 emails, you've got trying to capture people's information there, you've got the writing of this, and you've got the research of that. You need to be able to find somebody or have somebody in-house that can do all of this automatically. This isn't a sales pitch, but we have a product called Leadbox, and what that does is enable you to pretty much hand all of this over to experts, us. And what we'll do is understand your buyer personas, create the content on your behalf, place that, adapt that on your website, and create a series of emails that take people to a buy point. And if you can do that, you're going to get leads out at the other side, and that's going to be of real value to growing your business. The theme of these videos is business growth. We really want to help you get the most out of the web, and we've got lots and lots of expertise in that area, and we're prepared to give it all away. So I hope you found that useful. Take a look back at the other videos. We'll be adding another couple in the next couple of days, so stay tuned for those. My name's Liam, this is Tone. I'll speak to you soon.